If you give me just 5 minutes of your time, I'm going to help you solve your procrastination problem forever. To make this video, I went through all the videos on my channel and picked the most important factors that will unlock superhuman productivity within you. Let's go. Number one, you need to find something to do that you actually like doing. One of the reasons we procrastinate so much when we do is because the thought of working on something unpleasant makes us sick, right? It could be doing homework on a subject we don't like, doing the dishes or laundry, or anything related to your job that you find incredibly boring. To solve this problem, make a list of things to do throughout the day and grade them from 1 to 10. 1 being something you want to do the most, and 10 being something you don't wish to do at all. Then start completing the tasks from number 1, that is, by doing something you enjoy. If you like cooking the most, let's say, start by cooking and then work through the numbers and eventually get to doing number 10, which in this case is washing dishes. This works because when you're procrastinating, it's crucial that you do something to get the ball rolling, and you're likely to do that something if you enjoy it. Number 2, create a list of tasks to do the next day before going to sleep. Every night before going to sleep, write down a list of things you want to do or should do the next day. Write it in your notebook or an app on your smartphone. This is effective because we don't only procrastinate when we have something unpleasant to do, we also procrastinate when we don't know what we should be doing. When you have a plan for the day, you can wake up and get straight to the execution part without being confused. I personally like to do the hardest thing first, eat the frog and whatnot, which happens to be writing, and then move on to the easier routine stuff like editing videos, doing sound design, coming up with new ideas, and working with my team. You can do it the other way around if you think it helps you build momentum. Start with the easiest, like making your bed, and gradually move on to the more harder to achieve tasks. Number 3, let yourself be bored. Seriously, this works like magic because our brain finds boredom to be so uncomfortable that it would rather deal with anything else, even getting shocked. Literally, in a research conducted by University of Virginia, 42 participants ranging from the age of 18 to 77 were asked to sit in a quiet, empty room with only their thoughts and nothing to do. And in front of them was a button that, when pressed, would send a mild electric shock through their body. You know what the research concluded? The research concluded that most people are so uncomfortable being in their head that 2/3 of men and a quarter of the women chose to electrocute themselves to feel something and not be bored. I'm not making this up. Go search for it. And lastly, number 4, cultivate a sense of urgency in your life. The problem with us humans is that we get impatient for the results, all the while acting like we're gonna live forever. Do the opposite. Practice impatience when it comes to taking action, and practice patience when it comes to seeing the results. Create a sense of urgency in your everyday living by prioritizing what's most important and discarding everything else that's not. Imagine what your life would be like if you had only 5 more years to live. Would the things you consider to be the most precious now still hold the same value? Identify the top 5 goals that would make the most amount of difference in your life, and then achieve them by taking one small step every day. And that's it for today. Hope this helps.